as the living Father hath sent me, and I live by the Father. So he that eateth me, even he shall live by me. This is that bread which came down from heaven, not as your fathers did eat manna, and are dead. He that eateth of this bread shall live forever.
See that? He said, whoever eat of Mashiach Yahushai shall live forever, man. See? Read.
Verse 59. These things said he in the synagogue, as he taught in Capernaum. Many therefore of his disciples, when they had heard this, said, This is an hard saying, who can hear it?
So when they heard this, say, this is a hard saying, who can hear this? You know, what we got to do? Eat his flesh? Eat him up? To drink his blood and all that? Go ahead.
When Hamashiach Yahushua knew in himself that his disciples murmured at it, he said unto them, Doth this offend you?
So does this offend you? Go ahead.
What and if ye shall see the Son of Man, ascend up where he was before?
So what if you see me ascend up from where I was before? That happened in Acts the 1st chapter, the 9th verse. He ascended up in a cloud to be where he was at before. Read.
It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profited nothing.
Here we go again, y'all. Keep telling you, it's spiritual. It's the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profited nothing. Eating of his flesh ain't going to, and drinking of his blood, biting them, and you know what I mean? That profited nothing. Read.
The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
The words that he's speaking unto them are whose words? The Most High. They are spirit and they are life. Read.
But there are some of you that believe not.
There are some of them that believe not. He knew. Read.
For Hamashiach Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not.
He knew from the beginning who they were that were among them that didn't believe. Just like some of you expose yourself as not being spiritual when you can't see this. And some of you don't believe. And you're never going to believe. Read.
And who should betray him?
And who should betray him? Like the ones that betrayed him, then the same ones coming on the earth that will betray him. He said those that pierce him. You're going to see them. They tell you in Revelation 1 and 7. And that's how you pierce him, by not believing him. You're betraying him and have people not believe in Hamashiach Yahushua. Read.
And he said, Therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me, except it were given unto him of my Father.
That's right. Say no man can come unto him unless the Most High decided to draw you to Hamashiach Yahushua. Let's go back to Exodus. Verse 14, 16 and 14.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 14. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground.
This is that manna. Go ahead.
And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, It is manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, This is the bread which the Most High, or Mashiach Yahushua, had given you to eat.
Right. See, this is the bread that the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, is giving you to eat. Same thing we was talking about. Mashiach Yahushua and the Israelites are reminding him of this particular bread, which is the manna, right?
This is the thing.
And which is symbolic. You know what I mean? Because he gives you the understanding of how this is, you know, carnal bread, this manna, but it represents him. You see?
Come.
The bread of life. See what I'm saying? You take of him, you can live forever. Because how are we going to get to the Most High? How are we going to get to the Most High if we don't go through him? He said, no man come to the Father but by me. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happened from the beginning. But this is, remember, we require a sign. Here's the sign right here. All symbolic. Read. Because that's why the Jews were saying, the Israelites were saying, hey, our fathers did eat manna. Here we are reading about it. Read. That's why they only had the law and the prophets to go by. But go ahead.
Verse 16. This is the thing which the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, had commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating, and omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents.
Right. Well, take as much as you need for your family. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. And when they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moses said, Let no man leave of it till the morning. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses.
So he said, don't leave nothing of it until the morning. Make sure you get it all. Don't leave of it until the morning, read. Notwithstanding, they hearken. They ain't listen unto Moses. They ain't listen to Moses. Hard-headed. Go ahead.
But some of them left of it until the morning.
So some of them left of it until the morning. He told them, don't leave until the morning. But some of them didn't follow instruction, just like it is. Going to be in the last days. Some of you going to do whatever you want to do. I ain't anybody going to tell me what to do. Do whatever you want to do. That's what they did. Read.
And they bred worms and stank. And Moses was wroth with them.
See? And it bred worms and started stinking. And Moses got an attitude with him. Moses was a bad dude. Y'all got to understand this. Moses was a powerful brother. You're going to see how powerful he was before we end this lesson. Go ahead.
And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating. And when the sun waxed hot, it melted.
When the sun came out, it melted. They got it in the morning, enough for their household. When the sun came out, it melted. B.
And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses.
So on the 6th day, they gathered enough for the 7th day. For 2 days. Enough for 2 days. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, This is that which the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Most High.
So tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Most High. Not unto ourselves, but unto the Most High. It's the Most High Sabbath day, the 7th day of the week. Read.
Bake that which you will bake today, and seed that you will seed, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Yeah, so whatever's left over, keep that, bake it up, bake up your bread, and all the things you're going to have on the 6th day, so you have enough for the 7th day to eat. Go ahead.
And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Most High. Today ye shall not find it in the field.
So he said, just bread. So you ain't going to find it in the field today. It's the Sabbath of the Most High. Read.
6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none.
Right, the 7th day is very important. The Sabbath day, so ain't going to be none on the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none.
So they didn't believe it. You know, they didn't do what he said to do. So they went out on the 7th day looking for this manna, and they ain't find any. He told them, hey, the 6th day, make double. Make too much. You know, enough for the next day. Go ahead.
And the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws?
So look, the Most High, the Mashiach said unto Moses, this what the people are doing. They're going to understand that Moses was in order, wasn't he? He was in order.
All right.
But he asked him, how long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? He's talking to Moses. Taking the blunt of what wicked Israelites are doing. That's why the righteous and the wicked went into captivity behind what the wicked done. Go ahead.
Verse 29. See for that the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, hath given you the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day.
So you tell them, hey, you ain't got to worry about, be concerned about eating on the 7th day. I gave you twice as much on the 6th day. But everybody going, all them Israelites going out there on the 7th day looking for manna because they didn't do what he said do. 6th day, all right, there's going to be some out there tomorrow. I don't know what Moses is talking about. This is the Most High Sabbath day. That's how important it is to him. Read.
Verse 30. So the people rested on the 7th day. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna. And it was like coriander seed white. And the taste of it was like wafers made with honey.
Yeah, man, like wafers made with honey. Go ahead.
And Moses said, This is the thing which the Most High Wahamashiach Yahushua commanded. fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt. And Moses said unto Aaron, take a pot, and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, to be kept for your generations.
See, lay this manna in a pot, and put an omer full of manna therein, a certain measure of manna in this pot, so the generation to come could see this manna and ask for the story. What happened? What does this mean? They can learn about what the Most High is doing right now with we, the children of Israel, in the wilderness, feeding us this manna. Go ahead.
As the Most High Mashiach Yahushua commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to a land inhabited.
Hear that? 40 years we ate this manna, until we came into a land inhabited. Go ahead.
They did eat manna, until they came unto the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah.
Okay, chapter 17.
Exodus chapter 17. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin, after their journeys, according to the commandment of the Most High Mashiach Yahushua, and pitched and Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink.
So here is no water for the people to drink. Again, go ahead.
Wherefore the people did chide with Moses,
Arguing with him, going back and forth with Moses. Got an attitude with Moses. Go ahead.
and said, give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, why chide ye with me? Wherefore do you tempt the Most High?
So he said, why you arguing with me? Why you going back and forth with me? Say, wherefore do you tempt the Most High? Wow, Mashiach Yahushua, the destroyer, the angel of the Most High. Read.
And the people thirsted there for water. And the people murmured against Moses, and said, wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt, to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst?
Is this something similar to the complaints that they had? We was reading initially. See what I'm saying?
Come.
All the time complaining. Go ahead. But the Most High, look, he done did all these miracles. They been eating manna, just picking it off the ground, just food coming from the sky. Food. For 40 years. And they still talking stuff. That's our people. You know it's us. Complaining. Ain't satisfied with nothing. Go ahead.
Says verse 4. And Moses cried unto the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, saying, what shall I do unto this people?
What Most High? What am I going to do with this people? Go ahead.
They be almost ready to stone
So
me.
they be almost ready to kill me. Go ahead.
And the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, said unto Moses, go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river, take in thine hand, and go.
So he said, take the elders and take your rod where he smote the river. He said, remember the river was bitter. He made the tree go into it to make it sweet. They could drink. He said, take in thy hand thy rod and go. Go ahead.
Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel.
So he did just what he told him to do in the sight of the elders of Israel. Read.
And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, saying, is the Most High Mashiach Yahushua among us or not?
See that? Is he among us or not? All the things he have done, come on. Think about how afraid they were when they saw the chariots of Pharaoh and his armies coming after him and crying to the Most High. Then no sooner they cried unto him, doubted. That's why I see a lot of our people today. Faithless generation. The Most High came through over and over and over again for us. We see another day. You can't even appreciate that. And here it is, all the miracles he done in your life. You think you the one that caused it, I guess. The Most High is the one that gets the credit for everything. And here it is, you're going to doubt on certain situations to put him down like he have no power. Same as it is here. Read.
Verse 8, Then came Amalek and fought with Israel and Rephidim.
Yeah, Amalek came. So-called Jewish people today. Esau's illegitimate son. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto Joshua,
Well, that's, through his son Eliphaz and Timnah. They created Amalek. Go ahead.
Choose us out men, and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of the Most High in my hand.
So he said, Moses told him, hey, choose ye chosen men to fight with Amalek, fight against Amalek. He said, tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of the Most High in mine hand. That rod the Most High gave him. Go ahead.
So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill.
So Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. So Joshua and his men is going out there fighting against Amalek. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed.
So when Moses had his hand over the rod, Israel was winning. Winning over Amalek. But his hands got tired, his arm got tired, he let it down. Then Amalek was defeating us. Go ahead.
But Moses' hand were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands.
So look, Aaron and Hur had to hold Moses' hands up. They were heavy. So they held up his hands. Go ahead.
The one on the one side and the other on the other side.
So one on the one side and one on the other side. Hold his hands up. Read.
And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun.
So all until the going down of the sun. They held his hands up. Remember, when he held his hands up, we prevailed. The Israelites prevailed over the Amalek. Go ahead.
And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Most High Wahamashiach Yahushua said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
You say you're going to put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Because Amalek is part of the enemies of the Most High, when you read Psalms, the 83rd chapter. You see? Go ahead.
And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. For he said, because the Most High Wahamashiach Yahushua has sworn that the Most High will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
For he said, because the Most High has sworn that the Most High will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Can't get no clearer than that. That's why it's not going to be no peace with them. There will be no peace with them. If the Most High got war with them, there will be no peace for them. That's why they went over there. They've been fighting ever since.
Oh, see.
You know what I mean? They've been fighting ever since they've been there. It's been a war. It's not going to be easy, man. He say the Most High is fighting against them. So, just a moment. Hey, get the camera. Just a moment.